Oh, there's nobody like you, Lord. There's nobody like you, Lord. And we cry, oh, there's nobody like you, Lord. There's nobody like you, Lord. Nobody greater than you. Nobody greater. Nobody greater. Nobody greater than you. We sing nobody is greater. Nobody greater. No, 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 no. Stronger. Nobody's stronger. No, 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 no. Nobody's stronger. No, 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 no. Nobody's stronger than you. Nobody bigger. Nobody bigger. Nobody bigger. Nobody bigger. No, 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 no. Nobody bigger. No, 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 no. Nobody bigger than you. Nobody wiser. Nobody wiser. Nobody wiser. Nobody wiser. No, 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 no. Nobody wiser. No, 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 no. Nobody wiser than you. Nobody greater. Nobody greater. Nobody greater. Nobody greater. Nobody greater. Nobody greater than you.
Thank you for that lovely praise and worship. Can everyone have a seat, please? So, for the first activity, I want everyone to get a partner and discuss something that you're grateful for and how you showed you're grateful for it. So obviously, everyone start discussing. I'm going to ask people afterwards. So, yeah. you lot done now? You're not done yet? Okay, one more minute. Are you lot ready? Okay, does anyone want to volunteer and go first and say what their partner was grateful for and how they were grateful? Yeah. Okay. Can you use that? Do you want to use that mic? Oh, I thought you put your... No, I thought you put your hand up. So go
But I thought you
first.
pointed at somebody else.
No,
No, that's fine. Yeah, so Jimmy's grateful for what she felt was a setback with a job that she was going for. She went for a job and she didn't get that job, but she got another job which she's also appreciating, or she's appreciating now, where before when she was going for the job or being accepted with the job, for the job should I say, she wasn't really, her heart wasn't in it, but now that she's in it, she's finding new challenges, and she feels that the message from God is that, you know, your time will come. The job that she wanted, she will build up to it, but where she's at the moment, she's still thankful for what she's learning, where she is. So yeah, she's appreciative of her new job.
Does anyone else want to go? I'm going to... I don't know. Demle? What you're grateful for and how you showed you were grateful for it.
How I showed who?
You're grateful for something, so you're like, what was your gratitude towards it? Like, how did you show that you were thankful for it? That's the question, I'm guessing. That's why you'll pause.
I'm grateful for my family and friends, and I show that I'm grateful for them by praying for them every day.
Okay, I like that one. Anyone else? I'm gonna pick on someone. Florian? What do you say? You're supposed to do what you discussed with the person next to you. You're supposed to say what you discussed with the person next to you. Did he tell you how he was grateful, like how he shows he's grateful for it?
More left.
He just said that he was grateful for his life.
Yeah, I'm grateful for life, and I show that I'm grateful for life. I thank God every day for life.
Okay, that's good. And Tommy, you're next. You got the mic, I thought you'd be ready.
But I didn't. Okay, cool.
Yourself.
Yeah, I'm grateful for. No, not even making. I'm just grateful for where I am at the moment. Like, I'm grateful for that, even though I'm not where I want to be. I'm grateful that God has still kept me here and He's still kind of pushing me forward at whatever pace He feels is good. Do you know what I mean? Even though I may want it to go faster, but you know, you got to be grateful for life sometimes. Do you know what I mean? So I'm grateful for my friend.
Right, that's good. So I'm guessing you can kind of... How do you want to speak? Ezekiel has... You don't want to speak? Okay. So from the first kind of activity, the topic for today, or what I was trying to show is about being thankful and grateful, so showing gratitude and the importance of showing gratitude. So my next question is, why is it important to show that you're grateful?
Yeah. I think it's important to show that you're grateful just off of, obviously, first of all, to show appreciation, but with certain things, they need to be expressed. Like, people need to know that. Like, for example, if you do something for someone, saying thank you just knows that you understand. There's a certain understanding with them being grateful. Like, you just know, like, thank you. You appreciate what has been done for you. You're not just pushing it to the side. Like, you're not just being inconsiderate about it. So I feel like being grateful is one of the most important things you can do in regards to like relationships and friendships and all that stuff. You just got to show gratitude. You know what I mean?
Oh, do you want to go first? Okay, Ezekiel, you go next. Ollie's fight with Ezekiel.
I think you should show your grateful because some people don't have the opportunity to. Because, well, some people don't have friends that we do. So I think you should show you're grateful because you're lucky at the moment.
It's better than my response, man. Thank you, Ezekiel. I think appreciation is like an acknowledgement. Like you're almost giving a receipt to the person who has done something good to you to say, I've accepted it, I've received it, I acknowledge what you've given to me. And sometimes you can go in life and you can do things and don't feel like what you're doing is enough. And if you're doing it for someone and you don't feel like they actually understand what you're doing for them, or they haven't actually accepted what you're doing for them, the appreciation shows that you do acknowledge what they're doing for you. So it's almost like just an acknowledgement, a receipt, just to say, yeah, I'm aware.
I also think it's important to show that you're grateful, so that, I don't know, even whoever the person is that is giving you something or has done something for you, they're more likely to want to actually do it again. Not that you should only be grateful so you can get something in return, but it's just nice to know that someone can do something for you and know that, oh, when I done X, Y, Z for this person, they really appreciate it and they were really grateful, so I'm likely to want to do even more towards that person because they really showed me that they were really grateful for what I had done previously, whatever it was. And I feel like that could be applicable to God as well. So, like, even Ollie mentioned the whole job thing. The day before, Uncle Wally was talking about a process, and I feel like he really changed my perspective for my first day on Monday, and I'm really grateful and thankful to God that I've even had this opportunity because I feel like I'm learning so much, and I do genuinely believe that in due time that God will actually promote me and take me to where I would want to be. But yeah, I'm grateful.
Yeah, kind of leads into my next question. I was going to say, how do you think that you can show your gratitude towards God? Because as you said, like, people were saying stuff like when they're thankful for like things their friends do, and yeah, we say well thank you, sometimes people give gifts and things like that. So how are those other ways that we can say thank you to God, other than just prayer as well, if that makes sense? Like, if people have, because I know a lot of people are going to say prayer, so like other ways than just like praying to God, what other ways can we say we're thankful?
Testimonials.
Yeah, I like that.
Like, kind of on the back of what Jamaica was saying as well, it's not just about being, grateful. When you're grateful about something, it's not necessarily just about what a person has done for you, but you can just be grateful for your life, for your health. And I think those are two things that you can, the way that you live your life can reflect on the gratitude for that. So I think being grateful for things like your health and your life is like taking a moment to reflect on your situation and realize that, you're in a situation where a lot of people aren't, and you have something that a lot of people don't have. And I think being grateful is also about like, just not taking advantage or taking things for granted in life. So I think, you can be grateful for your health by the way that you live your life. Think about the things that you consume and the things that you're doing to your body. And that's not just, saying, oh, I thank you, God. You have this the way that you live your life. And yeah, I don't really know what I'm trying to say now, but yeah, I think showing gratitude to God for your life is, not consuming alcohol and putting things into your body that are ultimately poisonous to your body. Like, that's the way that you can show gratitude. Or, showing gratitude for the fact that you have access to education by actually, putting things into that. So when you go to school, actually putting the work in, or being grateful for a job that you don't necessarily want to be in. It's just like working towards, doing something better, working towards something better. So showing gratitude on a daily basis through the way you live your life and the things that you do, I think is really important.
Yes, Abby. Any more contributions? Okay, yeah, I was just going to round that up by saying, yeah, obviously what Abby said, actions is kind of louder than words in the sense that not only just saying thank you, like obviously showing it through the act that you're doing, as well as even things like praise and worship is a way of showing thanks to God, offering, tithe, showing him that we're thankful for like what he's given us, so we want to give back to him. And that's kind of really it. It was kind of short, but we were discussing the topic earlier today before service started, and I want to bring that topic to light and see what you lot think about it. Hold on one second. Write the question down. Okay. This is basically Tony's question, isn't it? So I'm gonna just, where is he? Oh, there you are. Yeah, I'm gonna like read it out and like see what you lot think. Your friend and you have two friends that see each other, but one of the friends isn't being faithful to you, to your other friend. Is it your place to say? Okay. Do you wanna? Yeah. Oh, I'm not a case, but you know.
So you have a friend, a male friend and a female friend, and you're both you're equally close to both of them. So let's say it's a boy, for example, and he has a male friend and a female friend, and his male friend is not being faithful to his female friend, but because of the guy code, he might not think it's his place to tell his female friend exactly what's going on. So he might suggest things, but not really tell her, is he right to do that? Should he just keep his mouth shut? Or what should he do? That's the scenario.
Are they friends or are they boyfriend and girlfriend?
They're just seeing each other, so it's the beginning stage, but it's getting quite serious.
Oh.
I told him to write it.
Well, she thinks so anyway. He does, but he's seeing other people as well, basically.
Just tell me you want to clarify.
Yeah, where's Tommy?
Tell me you want to clarify. Let's give Tommy the mic. So tell me, demystify us in this situation.
Hi there. So basically, what we were talking about before you just started was, so there's three of you, your group of friends, right? And the male friend and the female friend decided to start seeing each other, but obviously you're like the third wheel, if you will, in that kind of friendship circle. Now, the guy is obviously getting serious with the girl, but he's not being 100% faithful, whether it's he's speaking to other girls or he's going to maybe spend time with other girls, so on and so forth. But you know, obviously, because the guy is your friend as well, he confides in you, tells you these things. Now, is it your place to now tell your girlfriend, because she's obviously your friend as well, but in knowing that if you do, your relationship with the guy is basically finished. It's finished.
All right.
Me.
Sorry, let me just pause
Well, this has actually happened to me before. I was close to the girl, and what I personally, this is Kosala, I don't believe it's specifically your place to articulate everything in its entirety, because in as much as the guy or the girl, whoever's cheating, is doing wrong, you're also like calling your loyalty into question for that person. So what I did was, if there was a particular instance where the guy was going to quote unquote cheat, and there was something questionable about the situation, and my female friend like articulated to me, she was like, why is he going to so-and-so's house at this time? I'd be like, you might want to speak to him about it. So anytime something came up that could have been like a trigger or something to kind of add another piece to the puzzle, I'd
give her ammunition to go and speak to him about it. And after that happened a couple of times, she pieced enough of the puzzle together. Just with, you know, when you just give your friend a bit of a push just to go and investigate a bit more. Eventually, she got the whole picture, and she spoke to him, and she was like, "Are you being faithful to me?" And then eventually told her, "No, I wasn't faithful between X time and Y time." So that way, Oniko's not in the mix, because at the end of the day, it's a two-way relationship. You know, I think we should all encourage our friends to have two-way relationships, because when you get into the mix, should they get back together, you will look like the problematic friend. Does that make sense to everybody? You could look like a problematic friend, and if there are occasions where that male friend needs to confide in you for something positive, he might not confide in you, if that makes sense. So make sure you give, if you are given the opportunity to do so, make sure you give your friend the ammunition to investigate the situation further.
So you would, because I think you're slipping into advice now. This is your position. We're being clear. This is your position, isn't it?
This is my position.
This is your opinion.
Yeah, this is my opinion.
Okay, so your opinion is you would give them ammunition. I don't want it to go into an advisory note.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We're exploring opinions.
Yeah.
Someone will have a different opinion.
Yeah, I would give them ammunition, but I wouldn't explicitly say, "Hey, Yewande, Olu's cheating on you." I'd just be like, if Yewande is saying, Olu's going to this person's house at night, I'd be like, you might want to talk to him about it. You might want to this about it.
Okay. Somebody else?
There's a mic here. I feel like I've been in this situation too many times, but no, I feel like it's a curse. But what was I going to say? I would say, really and truly, it's easier, as you said, like you can only push someone so, like as you said, sometimes it's not always easy to like push someone towards it. And coming from me, if I was like the girl in the situation, I would want to know. And I feel like from past experience, it always comes out, and then it always comes out that you know. Like, so really and truly, the minute you hear about it or find out about it, you should either like try and convince the guy like you need to say something, or I'm gonna say something. Because at the end of the day, how can I say this in a weird way? Your relationship with one of them is gonna be affected, and really and truly, you don't really want to be on the side of the bad person. So I would say convince the person to say something, or really and truly say it yourself, because at the end of the day, whatever happens in dark always comes out to light. It always comes out. Even if it's on his deathbed, it will come out.
Okay, and a contrary view, and I think we should get some male views. Go on.
For me, I'm sometimes quite. How old are you?
Because he keeps telling us that this 10-year-old wants to answer every question. It's to answer questions about relationships. Now, you just listen, boy.
Yeah, I think in that situation, I'm more of a direct approach. I would speak to the guy and make sure he understands. Why is this so much?
Go on.
Okay, I'll speak to the guy and make sure, for me, the morals that I'll probably impart myself will be what I will speak to him about. I don't really like to beat around the bush. Sometimes it gets myself in trouble, but it's like I don't like that kind of scenario.
So what you do?
What I do?
Speak to the guy and tell him, straighten up.
Yeah, I mean...
And he doesn't?
If he doesn't, then you speak to him again.
And he doesn't?
That's what happened to me with this guy. I spoke to him like 10 times and he didn't.
They're not going to say anything. Really and truly, you're going to have to say something.
Okay, so you speak to him, but would you speak to the girl? Would you speak to your friend, your friend?
I found maybe in like a different scenario, kind of like with the same kind of predicament.
Yeah.
You've kind of overstepped the boundary by trying to challenge each other, like face to face, as it were. So I wouldn't challenge the person face to face, but I don't think it's my place to.
So you don't think it's your place?
No, to go to the.
Okay. Anybody else?
Me personally, I wouldn't say anything.
Okay.
If it was my close friend, I just don't feel.
They're both your close friends. So let's paint a different picture. So let's say, I wouldn't say your sister, because that might take it a little bit too far. But imagine your young. Let's put it this way. Imagine your younger sister had a very good friend who's always been so by extension was almost like your sister. younger sister. And let's imagine you're 2 years older than your younger sister. And then you got a friend who's your very good friend, who's your boy, as it were. And he was going out with this girl who is your sister's very good friend. So almost like family. Almost like family, but not family. And then he then, in the course of your discussions and boys being boys or whatever, he then says to you, I'm there and here and everywhere. So he's like playing the field. And you get to know. So that I think let's put it there, because if I understand Tommy right, when we were discussing it earlier, he's very close with both people. It's not like he became friends with one of them. They were like his boy and his girl, and then they decided to see each other, and he was just like third wheel. Like, okay, if that's what you guys want to do. So it's a little bit closer to home than just some random guys who are dating and you happen to be friends with them. Yeah.
That's difficult. That's very difficult. Firstly, I think if this girl was like my sister and this is my close friend, I don't think I'll be in that situation.
You wouldn't allow it?
I wouldn't allow it to get to that level.
What if God wanted them to be together?
But if it's just happened.
It's happened. Yeah. While you're thinking, let me just, a few people just walked in, and just for them to be on the page. So whilst you're thinking, so what's happened, the question is, a guy has a very good friend who's another guy, and also has another very good friend who's a girl. They're very close, all three of them separately, and then the two friends decide to start dating each other. And then during the dating, he's close to both the guy and the girl. He then finds out that the guy is not being faithful. But he's very close to the girl and was close to the girl before they started dating. He's also very close to the guy and was close to the guy before they started dating. So he's like embroiled in they're very good friends, and the expectations are that he's loyal to both of them. The question now is, the boy is not being faithful to your girl, if you like. Your boy is not being faithful to your girl, if I can use that word. What do you do? Is it your place to get involved and say something? Or do you keep shtum?
So I'll talk to the guy.
Okay. So now you've changed position. Now you're going to get involved.
Now I'll tell my friend, the guy, you know what, you need to fix up.
Yeah.
You need to straighten yourself out.
Yeah.
Whatever. And if he carries on, I'll then tell him, if you're not going to be serious with my girl, you just need to end it.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be with her if you're not going to take her seriously.
Yeah.
Like, just go do your thing with all your other girls you want to do, but just leave her alone.
Yeah.
She don't deserve someone like you.
So what changed your position? Because I'm interested in the fact that the guy code was in I don't know whether it's a guy code, but initially you were reluctant to get involved. But once...
I'm still keeping the guy code because I'm not going to her.
You're not going to her, but you're just going to him and saying, sort it out. Yeah. So what if he never does? What are you going to do? What if he just says, oh, yeah, I swear, I'm going to do it, and then he starts playing you. And then you realize, and then you say, oh, my guy, where you been? Oh, yeah, I was just with, and you see, and you know that, or you came to see him one day at home, and he was like, with another, and you think, but you told me.
If he's doing that, then he's breaking our trust.
Your code.
Our code. So then if he's broken that, then...
Yeah, but if he's breaking the code with a girl, what makes you think he's not going to break your code?
If I find out he's lying to me, then...
Yeah, what would you do then?
Then I have to go. Then I'll go to my female friend.
Oh, you will go to the female friend? After that. Yeah. So what happens to your relationship then?
What happens to my relationship with her?
No, the relationship with the relationship with the three of you will.
It wouldn't work. It won't be the same.
It won't be the same. Yeah. These are very difficult issues, but they're issues that are realities. Well, clearly there's a reality for someone. All right.
Okay.
Another guy view. Go on.
Yeah. I want to continue from where both of them.
From where they stopped. Yeah.
This is my personal opinion.
Yeah, of course. It's all about personal opinion. Yeah. There's no right or wrong. We're just sharing opinions.
So after talking to my friend, the guy, and he doesn't change.
He's not changing.
He's not changing. Then I'm going to apply a very awkward approach.
Go on.
I'm going to play anonymous.
You play anonymous?
Yeah.
Oh, good. So tell us what you're going to do.
Yeah, I'm going to reach my female friend.
Yeah. Give her an anonymous tip-off.
Yeah, a tip-off. Yeah, I'll just say an anonymous concerned fellow. Sign off.
Are you signing off and say,
Yeah.
this guy is go to her? So what will you do? You tell her, you make it happen, and then she'll.
No. What I'll just tell her to do is, I'll lead her on so that she will discover.
She'll discover, and then
Yeah,
you know.
and maybe they can sort it out. And I'm out
okay.
of the.
All right.
Yeah.
That's an interesting approach, isn't it? All right. People who haven't spoken earlier, I will come back. People. So you only you're done. What's Tommy? Is he here? Oh yeah, he's there. He's burying his head because so the issue. The issue is live with Tommy, so we're trying to advise him. This is like agony aunt or agony uncle for Tommy. So he's not even done anything yet. He's just like beside himself saying, "What do I do? What do I do?" So I hope your council of elders are talking now. We're trashing it.